Hi Virgo, welcome to your Triple Cross reading for the month of October 2018. You can use this for your sun, moon, and rising signs, and some months you might identify more with your rising or moon sign instead of your sun sign. So if you know your signs, please do check those videos out for more clarity at this time. I just want to make a little note to explain why I have been absent from my channel. I do have 2 jobs besides this, and it was proving to be a little bit taxing on my voice to be making 24 videos every month, and I just needed a little bit of time off. And then I had a loss in my family. A close family member passed away, and so I just needed some time to recalibrate and balance out my emotions, because when you do this kind of work, you do need to be balanced emotionally, because we are dealing with reading energy. So I am back, and I am so happy to see some of you guys still active in this channel. My subscribers, thank you so much for hanging in there with me, for your patience, and also for all the people that sent me messages of concern and messages of just essentially letting me know that my work here is valued and that I am making a difference in your lives, and that really truly means a lot to me. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much. All right, with all that said, let's begin your reading. So down the center we have the Knight and Page of Swords and the King of Cups. Crossing that or supporting that, we have the Nine of Pentacles, and this is a supporting card. So as facets of yourself, the Knight and Page here coupled with the Nine specifically talk about you being ready to go for anything that you're setting forth this month. So all your goals, all your hopes, your wishes, we're going for it. There's a sense here of speed with the Knight, of trying to achieve these things. You have your eye on the prize, and that's great if that applies to you. Now, the goal here in mind could definitely be having more stability and more abundance in your life, because that is the Nine of Pentacles to the T. And with the King here, there is a wonderful sense of personal harmony that I see within you. And that's a beautiful thing to see whenever I read a sign and they feel good. They're in a good emotional spot, a good spiritual spot. That is wonderful, because it's going to be easier for you to manifest this month if you feel centered and feel good with yourself. So there is a sense here of feeling good, and feeling good with what you have achieved thus far, but also kind of wanting more. And that's what the energy of this Page and Knight of Swords talk about. Now, if you are a Virgo dealing with an air sign, because we do have 2 air signs here, and this could just be, it could be 2, but it could just be facets of the same person, like Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. This person is expressing or manifesting themselves as someone that's very romantic, very wearing their heart on their sleeve, or very intuitive at that. And even though you do care for this person, there is a sense here of you feeling like you're kind of good on your own. So it's okay. It's perfectly fine if you feel like, for the time being, you would rather be with yourself. Then that's fine. Just let them know, communicate with them, and let them know that you do care. Say it in a diplomatic way, that you just need a little bit more space, and they should respect that. So for other Virgos dealing with a water sign, like a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, Sun, Moon, or Rising signs, you could be feeling like this person is pushing to move you a little bit too fast for your liking, like either wanting to move their relationship with you, moving too quickly, they're moving too fast, they're pressuring you in some sort of way. This doesn't have to be a romantic relationship necessarily. It could be for some, but it's just that this person is being a little bit too pushy. So by all means, put your foot down if you don't want to be rushed. You don't have to be. Set limits, set boundaries, and just let this person know, this is what I need and this is what I can do. Just be clear with them. Clear communication is all this person needs. Now, in your root area, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the World card, and the Knight of Pentacles. So here you are, you have appeared in your reading. And this, for me personally, every tarot reader has their own ways about dealing with the cards. It's a very personal thing, but personally for me, whenever I read for a sign and they appear in their reading, it's a very positive thing. It lets me know that you guys have more control over what is going to be happening this month than you realize. So that's wonderful. So here you are. And what I see here is, for your sign in general, is I see that the focus is very much on you and on your stability. Whatever brings about a very solid base for you is what you are going to be focused on. And I do see you working really hard on achieving that stability, and working hard just in general. But you are wanting to attract or wanting to get a higher level of prosperity or abundance. And this could be in the financial front, because we do have a lot of pentacles here. But pentacles denote things that we hold of value. So that could be your finances, yes, but also your self-worth, your feeling like you can trust other people, but also that you can trust yourself. So trust is also incredibly valuable, rather. So that is also something that you are definitely hoping to get to the next level here with the World card. But there is a sense of having to wait for that prosperity to come in. And why do I say that? Because the Seven is a waiting card. The Knight here is a very reticent energy. For every step forward, it has to step backward. So yes, there is a sense of you having to wait for that prosperity to happen. But just know the universe is here. Your guardian angels, they have your back. But you're just going to have to wait a little bit more for that energy to materialize. And there is definitely a sense here of you having to finish certain chapters for you to be able to reach the level of stability that you're hoping for. Now, in your recent past, we have the Hermit. Here you are, once again. This is a representation of your sign. The Five of Pentacles and the Death card. So yes, these cards are a little bit dark in nature, but just know that you have appeared in your reading right next to these changes. So you do have more control over these energies than you think or than you realize. So we can see these three this trio in two ways. So for some of you, you could definitely have undergone some radical changes, and that's the Death card here. That could have destabilized you or thrown you off in some way. But these changes are deep, because there's no ways about it. That's whenever we see the Death card, the changes are deep, they're radical, they are profound. And you could have felt like either other people shut you out, or you could have felt that you needed to shut other people out of your life. So this could apply in different ways for different Virgos out there. But it's fine. It's perfectly fine if you needed some time for yourself. We already talked about that a little bit here in the center. And if that applies to you, that's perfectly fine. That's also kind of the Virgo way. I do have quite a few Virgo friends, close friends. My brother's a Virgo too. So I know that you guys like to take some time for yourself and then you like to act. And that's fine. And that will help you. That wisdom will guide you. The cards are asking for you to be reticent, to be hesitant, to be paused in your demeanor. So that's perfect. It's perfect. It suits you. Now, the other way of reading these cards is that you could be, or have rather undergone a period where your finances and your relationship with the things that you hold of most value, because that's the Pentacle suit, like time, self-worth, and the way that you value others and how they value you in turn, it could have gone a radical change. So just know that you have appeared in your reading. I'll say it again because it's very important that you know that you have more control than you realize. So don't feel like these things are happening to you. They are happening for you. Now, in your crowning position, we have the Six of Swords, the Judgment card, and the Nine of Cups. I love these cards. I can't stress this enough. I love this. Why? Because my favorite thing to see after I see the Death card is the Judgment card. And my second favorite card to see after this card is the Six of Swords. And you have both of them right next to an incredibly positive card. So just know that newness, abundance, happiness, joy, it's coming for you. Especially if you have felt a little bit shut out in the cold, either by others or you felt a little bit too isolated. This is an energy that is receding. Some of you might still be here because energy can't be measured on a specific day, time. Things will happen for different Virgos at different times. So just know that this is a receding energy. Things are happening for you, like I said before, so that you can manifest newness, new things, abandon the past, and attract more abundance into your life. Now, in your future position, we have the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Pentacles, and the 8 of Cups. So there's two tens, so no ways about it. What I see here is changes and new beginnings as the general theme for your sign. And I say changes and endings because we have two tens, and that's what the tens represent in tarot. And this 10 in particular, for me, always talks about a very radical end. But because this is a pentacle suit that connects me back to your energy, it does tell me that you are in the center, taking control of these changes. You are in the driver's seat, believe it or not. You have a lot more control than you realize. And these changes are happening because they no longer fulfill you emotionally or spiritually. They can't give you more. So it goes from a 10 and then back to an ace. It can't go any further. And emotionally, it also doesn't fulfill you anyway. So you are ready to move on, to let go. Now, I do see that there is a sense here of travel. So if you are a traveling Virgo or you need to travel throughout this month, these trips are going to be so beneficial for you. So if you have been hesitant to take these trips, and they don't have to be massive trips, you don't have to go to the 11th wonder of the world. It could just be something simple like taking a little bit of time to go to the beach or go to the cabin if you have it. The point is, there's a sense here of traveling to somewhere new that's gonna let you release these things from the past that have brought about a sense of instability and preoccupation, worry, pain, discomfort, and hurt. So yes, let go, release. That's going to be key this month. Now, in your ego position, we have the 10 of Swords, the High Priestess, and the 4 of Swords. So no ways about it. What this all entails is a sense of uncertainty when faced with decisions. You want to know how to mitigate this? Trust your gut. In the Rider-Waite, the traditional deck that everybody or most people know, we have a figure in the foreground that has 2 swords. She's blindfolded, she can't see, but in the background we do see the moon. The moon connects with the High Priestess because it denotes your intuition. And this is just a reminder that when you are faced with uncertainty, trust your gut, trust your intuition. Your answers are not going to be coming from the mind. If anything, if you are measured, and once again, we talked about this before, being measured is going to be key with these changes. If you're measured, if you take some time for yourself to reconnect with your sense of spirituality, whatever, however that applies for you. I've had clients that tell me that exercising connects them with their higher self. Then hey, if that works for you, do that. For some of us, meditating, for some of us, going out and reconnecting and being in nature helps us. So whatever way, whatever vehicle is right for you, do that, because that's going to help you deal with this uncertainty. Now, in your environment, we do have 2 major arcana cards, so this message will have a lot of weight. We have the Tower, we have the 5 of Wands, and the Wheel of Fortune. So, okay, these are definitely cards that denote difficulty, no ways about it, but it's in your environment, so this is other people. And with these changes, there is a sense here of instability. That's what the 5s represent in general. And instability, definitely with the Tower, things that we didn't see coming, is what these 2 cards denote. The Tower and the Wheel of Fortune that bring about instability in our lives. That's what I see. But the 5 does denote change, and change could be positive, but the 5, the word of caution is that it is an energy that can very quickly turn into a low level frequency in your life, especially if you are allowing for people in your life to rob you of your inner peace, of your own sense of balance, of your own sense of stability. So just know that this month, these people are just not going to be allowed to remain in your life. But instead of seeing it as like, oh no, these people are going to leave, just know their time or their story in your life has wrapped up because you're ready. You're ready to let go, and you're ready for more happiness, more abundance in your life, and for people to be of your same wavelength, of your same frequency. Now, in your hopes and fears area, oh my God, we have beautiful cards. We have 3 major arcana cards. So this right here is the message for you guys, for your sign. It has the most weight. Why? Because major arcanas, they are the vessel in which we place our readings. And so yes, the most weight. That's why they're called major. They're major for that reason. So we have the Temperance card, the Star card, and the Sun. I could not have picked better cards for you. I'm telling you, these are beautiful. So I know these are only in your hopes and fears area, but there is a way to have these manifest, and I'll tell you in a second. So what I gather from this energy is a sense of harmony, happiness, but the happiness that you get from when you were a kid, that sense of returning back to innocence here that we see with these two kids here, especially with the Sun card. I love the Tarot de Marseille. This deck is just, it really shines a light on that sense of innocence, of childlike behavior that reconnects us with our inner child that we all have. So it's a sense here of feeling supported by the universe. That is a message that I gave you here in your root area, if you recall. And it's just letting you know that if you have that sense of patience, if you are measured, if you combine your emotional self and your spiritual self, you can definitely attract more positivity into your life, and you definitely can manifest this. How? This is the recipe. So you have to keep your thoughts positive, because you are going to be a high manifester this month. Your thoughts are, rather. So as best as you can, number one, don't compare yourself, don't compare your life to anyone else's. We don't really know other people's lives for certain. We can see their social media, but that paints a picture that has been, it has been handpicked by that person. It's not truly a reflection of who they are and of how they feel. It's what they have curated, rather. So don't compare yourself. Don't speak badly of anybody else, and don't speak badly of yourself, because I have said this to a couple of other signs, that sometimes we don't realize how our negative self-talk can manifest, because we're so just focused on the imperfections, our things that we lack. So don't focus on the lack. Instead, focus on self-love. The more self-love that you exercise this month, the more that you can multiply and manifest these beautiful energies this month. All right, now in your outcome position for the month of October, we have the Ace of Cups, the Page of Wands, and the Emperor. I am smiling from ear to ear for you. I love giving good news. So yes, we have seen difficulty in your reading, but you know what? Life is light and shade. One cannot exist without the other. So the cards, they talk about that too, and that's what you have been going through in your life. But once you go through these obstacles, these things that you have to complete, let go, release, we do see a sense of newness, of new beginnings that are going to fulfill you emotionally, synergy with the crowning area here. And I mean, anything that you felt that was unstable in your life is no longer. You have more control over the things that are coming your way, and a return to that innocence. You are going to manifest your hopes and wishes this month. So congratulations, you're going in the right path. Now, if you are dealing with a fire sign, because some of you definitely are. Why? Because the Page of Wands and the Emperor, that's what they represent. This represents Aries, and this represents Aries as well, but also Leo and Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And this person is very wise, but also very childlike in nature. So it's someone that, if it's not those signs, they are just manifesting their energy like these signs would. So they're very charismatic, very charming, very attractive, very passionate, and they are here to bring about new love in your life, or a sense of newness. They can facilitate that for you. Now, if you are a single Virgo, the end of the month bodes well for new love. It could definitely come from a fire sign, and if it is a fire sign, trust me, their intentions are good. All right, Virgo. I hope that this reading has been of help to you. If you feel like it has, you can support my channel by giving me a thumbs up, sharing this video, because you could be helping someone else that could need to hear these messages, or you could subscribe to my channel. You can also donate. I have placed a link for donations down in the description below if you feel called to do so. I thank you. Now, if you'd like to follow me on social media, you can. I'm on Twitter and Facebook currently. I'm going to be posting some announcements and promotions in those formats and those platforms. So if you'd like to join me there, I'd love to see you and connect with you there. I am considering opening an Instagram account, so if you are on Instagram, let me know. If you'd like for me to be pulling some oracle cards and stuff, I could definitely do that. So let me know. I am like on the precipice of making it public and opening it up, but I'm not quite sure. So let me know your thoughts. Now, if you'd like a private reading with me, you can do so by visiting tripletarot.com. I would love to read for you. I am wishing you lots of love, light. You definitely are on the right path to attract that newness, that sense of love and abundance in your life. Wishing you lots of luck, lots of light with that. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.